The appearance looks good. I was always impressed with the way Jeep is. I mean, you get leather seats, you get 31 horsepower more, 72 pound-feet of torque more, but it's a turbocharged 4-cylinder now. I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides, and Furman Jeep has given us the 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit in diamond black over Tupelo in black leather. This mild cycle refresh gets a lot of improvements. It starts off with a reworked headlight assembly. This is now a more premium bi-LED headlight in daytime runnings that integrates into the 7-slot grille that is more sleek. You get the satin aluminum that's going to surround it and go in between the gloss black elements. The lower gets the gloss black front parking sensors. This has night vision plus a 360-degree reverse camera with Quadra-Lift air suspension, so it will go as low as 8.4 inches and as high as 10.9 inches. Quadra-Track 2, which is your 4-wheel drive, and obviously it has this select terrain mode. What's housed underneath the hood has transformed this vehicle to where people might want it and people might not, but you could still option the V6. What we have here is the 2-liter Hurricane inline 4-cylinder turbocharged, producing 324 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Standard all-wheel drive, achieving 21 mpgs for the city, 26 mpgs for the highway, with a combined at 23 mpg, reaching 60 around 6.2 seconds, with a top speed at 130 to 135 miles per hour. Now the V6 that we've lost for the Summit, you're getting 2 mpg more with this engine, 1 mpg more combined. And a lot of that is the technology is derived from F1, similar to the MC20. So in short, it's going to have performance behavior like a high output engine rather than a traditional diesel or a naturally aspirated V6. Peak torque will be between 3,000 and 45 RPM. This allows high compression on regular 87 gas without engine knock. You can still option the V6 going into the base trim, and I found that engine a little bit more refined than this. It actually feels a little bit more jerky, especially in parking lot areas. 21-inch wheels with a 2-piston in the front, a single piston in the rear. The disc is at 13 inches or 300 millimeters. The rear is at 13 inches as well at 330 millimeters. They're both solid. 1,684 pound max payload. Towing has increased 200 pounds, giving us 6,200 pounds in towing. This is the best in class. Now, when you go into the Summit, the payload does drop to 1,050 pounds, but that's to be expected because you are adding weight inside the interior of the cabin. Now, going back to the main question, is the V6 better than the turbocharged 4? This gets more capabilities, better MPGs, and it's going to be smoother when you're going onto the highway. The V6 is going to be smoother all around, and it's naturally aspirated, so you don't have to worry about a turbocharge. And it's the same curb weight at 4,784 pounds, but 31 horsepower more, over 70 pound-feet of torque more. LED taillights in the rear has been cleaned up. We have the digital rear view mirror, 360-degree reverse camera. Is the Grand Cherokee still true to the heritage, known for its off-road capabilities and giving more capabilities than anybody in class? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, because all these clicks help with the algorithm so we can bring more vehicles like this to the channel. Power liftgate going into 37.7 cubic feet of storage. Does sit up higher, but that's to be expected. You get a 12-volt charger, bag holders on both sides. Underneath the floor, gets a spare tire. You get a little storage nook right here. Side to side at 42.5 inches. A front to back, nearly 41 inches. Unfortunately, in order to split fold the rear bench at a 60-40 split, you're gonna have to go into the back in order to get that. By folding it down like this, it's gonna max cargo to 77.8 cubic feet. This was just updated. Why could they not have configured it where you have these in the back? So that way I don't have to come back here like this every single time if I want to fold down the seats. That does max cargo to nearly 75 inches, which is over 6 feet. The key fob to the Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit. Palermo leather, that's the capital city of Sicily, derives from the Greek meaning all port or wide haven. over Tupelo in black, and this is specifically for the Summit Reserve. It evokes a sense of exotic and luxury inspired by honey. 18-way power seat adjustment for the front, heated, ventilated massage seats, memory for the driver and passenger. 19 speakers through McIntosh, 950 watts. I like the contrast stitching. We get the plastic here, but it has a 10.25 screen for the passenger. You can connect your HDMI, AM, FM. You can watch different videos. You get the wood inlays. Passenger at 6'3". I have over 7 inches of knee space. On this side, I have an additional 8 inches. Unfortunately, even with all those power seat adjustments, this doesn't extend out enough. So my knees are going to be sitting up in the air, and this is the best position that I could actually get for this. Glossy black is going to be the segment that's going to be surrounding everything, except for the controls up here that use the matte black. And of course, this screen is now a 12.3 instead of a 10.1. Let's fire it up. Heads-up display, auto dimming rear view mirror, and a digital rear view mirror. With the home link up here, LED interior lights, a large panel moonroof that goes into the back seats. Uconnect 5, but it still has 4G capabilities, so that is definitely something that I would like to see get updated. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, AM, FM, streaming, Bluetooth audio. The interface is still a little bit slow, as you're noticing. I'm putting in commands and it takes a few seconds. This is your quick wedges. You can also add different wedges. Using the rocker to put it into reverse, you get a 360-degree reverse camera, and you have different camera positions to make it a little bit easier. The trajectory does expand, and you also have the toe lineup, and you can also zoom in, keeping a minimalistic look, but you still have actual buttons here, even though it's a touchpad. And the same thing with this longer touchpad, and it has the haptic feel. Glossy black though, this is something that gets old quick. I would like to see more of that wood. And if you're noticing, opening this up takes a little bit of time. When you get it open, you get your wireless charging pad. You have a 12-volt HDMI, USB connectivity. Raise and lower the suspension. Your driving mode select. Open this for your cup holders. This is going to be soft, which is perfect, and it opens up to a smaller storage box, and then opens up into a deeper storage box. Leather wrap steering wheel, it's heated. Multi-function again with the glossy black, but on this, I don't necessarily mind so bad. It's just this satin aluminum will blind you when the sun hits it. You get the paddle shifts, a 12.3 informational display that can go through an array of different content for the driver, including navigation, whenever it wants to load. There it is. And we're equipped with night vision as soon as it wants to turn on. There it is, with pedestrian and animal detection. Leg space for the driver, I have over 6 inches here. On this side, I have an additional 4 inches. Even though I'm sitting up, I still have plenty of headroom. The door panel and the dash, the configuration is fine. I wish that the stitch work kind of integrated there. And the wood, I'm actually fine with that too. It gives that older luxury look. We'll touch up and down for all the windows. It's going to be soft to touch where it needs to be. You get the quilted inlays with a long storage pocket. For the back seats, this is the opening that you have. I have reclined the seat all the way back so that way you can see the way it looks. Cup holders, armrest, dual climate control in the back, heated, ventilated rear seats, home plug, 2 USB ports, storage behind both of the front seats, and this seat cover is literally the same as a Maserati. You get air vents on the side pillar, manual sunshades. For the price, I'll let that slide. It's a little bit more firm, but it still has some soft materials with the quilted inlays. A little bit smaller storage pocket. Sitting behind me in the driver's seat, in the position I would be sitting, I have about 2.5 inches here. On this side, I have another 2.5 inches. Headroom is fine for my height. Sitting up higher than the front, sitting in the center, I have about 2 inches. I've moved the seat back a little bit more so I can be more comfortable there. I have no space at all. Feet, butt, leg, and shoulder space, it isn't bad. I just wish that this seat would come out a little bit more so you would have at least a couple inches more. And by doing that, it would be perfect because you would have around 20 inches from side to side, and headroom is actually better sitting into the center because of the moonroof. Maneuverability, basically the same as all Jeeps. You're going to be hitting a higher RPM, but that is to be expected because of this turbocharged 4-cylinder, so don't be alarmed if you're hitting more of a 2 or 3 RPM in the vehicle. Once you get up to speed, it's very refined. It's pretty quiet for the most part too. I mean, this is a box on wheels with ground clearance that goes up to nearly 11 inches. That's freaking crazy. Braking on the vehicle, it's basically the same as the last year. Not any difference there. Same curb weight. Turn radius at a stop point. About 2 lanes. Gotta rock and roll. Pretty quick in sport mode. It does feel boaty, but that's also to be expected with this air suspension, and the technology of this engine is by far awesome. I mean, this is the same technology from Formula One. They use similar technology in the Maserati MC20, and you're getting it here in this turbocharged 4-cylinder. So that's where I'm at with the power. 31 horsepower more, that is, with 72 pound-feet of torque more. And you do feel it whenever you are mashing it from a stop point. Comfort though, definitely ticks the box. I like the color of the interior also because it looks like I'm wrapped with leather, so it kind of camouflages the plastic materials, but then when you start touching the vehicle, you start feeling more of the plastics and harder materials that's surrounding it. Plus there's a ton of gloss black in the interior. The massage seats are more than comfortable with the ventilated seats. It's pretty dang hot here in Florida today. To show you some of that turbo lag, we're gonna slow down just a little bit to about 40-ish. Now we're gonna mash. And you can see what I mean by the RPM, just kind of flexing. And now when we put it into sport mode, cleans it up a lot more so. So it's a little bit more responsive when you dial into the sport mode. I personally like to see the night vision on the gauge cluster. At the beginning, it can feel a little bit more heavy when you're mashing on the gas pedal from a stop point. But once you hit the bank around 3 to 4.5 RPM, that's the sweet spot, it's spooled up, it's ready to go. And this is meant to go at that higher RPM. And you're still getting 2 mpg more to the city. I don't know if that's a huge deal for me, considering the V6 is a little bit more refined, but once you get up to around 45, 50 miles per hour, it's a pretty smooth car. It has more than enough speed. The only thing I will say is when you are engaging in changing lanes, that's where you're going to feel more of that significance of the turbocharge. And what I'm going to do is demonstrate that. There's no one behind me, so I'm going to just go over now. And you can see, as long as you hit that 3 to 4.5 RPM, you're really motivated. Otherwise, it's going to have that little a few seconds of a pause, and then it's going to go rapid. So it definitely ticks the box for the everyday. It keeps the comfort, and it has all the capabilities of a Jeep. It's just now detuned to a 4-cylinder turbocharged. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check out this next video right here.